Hello and welcome back to another practice it tutorial. Today we are going to be going over 3.14, which is called cylinder surface area. The problem reads, write a method called cylinder surface area that accepts a radius and height, both real numbers as parameters, and returns the surface area of a cylinder with those dimensions. For example, the call cylinder surface area of 3.0, 4.5 should return 1.4 whatever the rest of the number is. The formula for the surface area of a cylinder with radius r and height h is the following. Surface area is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Yes, this problem looks like there's a lot of math, and there are a lot of calls involved with math.pi, but that's pretty much the only unique thing about this problem is kind of considering the call of math.pi, which kind of returns like 3.14159 or whatever that decimal is. So first we want to write the signature, which in this case would be a double. We want to return a decimal number, cylinder area. And the parameters in this case are going to be radius as well as the height. Again, we want those to be doubles. As shown here, they're both decimal values. Now, there are multiple ways to go about this, but let's just do it the simpler way. Let's just have a double that represents each one of these values, and then add them together and return that. So let's have the double of the first term, which is 2, times pi, which is math.pi, and pi are both capitalized. There's no parentheses. That's for method calls because this is just a variable. It's just a number. Multiply it by radius. And instead of doing math.pow, which you can do, since it's just squared, let's just multiply it by itself using simple math. If you didn't know what I was talking about, we can also do radius times 2. But again, that is kind of the same thing. It's just easier to think about radius times radius. I also realized I forgot to label my variables, but let's just name that first. Let's name this second. And this is going to be 2 times pi times r times h, and this is simply multiplying 2 times math.pi times radius times height. And we're just returning the sum of these, so return first plus second. Again, the only thing that's really kind of special here, it could be math.pow, but it's also math.pi, which will just return the value of pi, which is that symbol right there. Let's submit this, and we have passed all 4 tests. Again, there are many other ways to do this, but this is just one. For example, you can make this all into one line, but this is just one way of doing it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.